Hi, everyone. We're the Paid Alumni Tracker. Stuart, the product owner.
I'm Abby Brannon. I'm the Scrum Master.
I'm Nina Kaki, and I'm one of the developers.
I'm Eliza Cervantes, and I'm also a developer.
And I'm Remy Emmett. I'm one of the other developers.
And our group we were assigned to the Professional Association of Industrial Distribution. And what they wanted us to do is basically create a website where users can go and view all of the past alumni to get in contact with them. So knowing that, let's get into the project demo. So when we first go to the website, we'll be directed to this login page here. You can either log in if you have an account or create one if you don't. So I'll go ahead and create an account. So I'll fill in my information here, and we wanted to make it really clear what each user needed to put in. So we marked each field that's required pretty plainly and clearly as required. So I'll set my class year to 2021, and I'll make my account. So now I can sign in as that account. And once I sign in, I'm directed to this homepage here where the welcome screen and also the documentation. So this is our very thorough documentation. If anything is unclear, the user can go back to this homepage and see exactly how everything works. We did try to keep things very understandable though. So to actually view the alumni, we're going to go to the alumni tab here. And now that I'm signed in, I can see all of the non-private accounts and I can search through them and see who I want to find. So this is just everyone right now who has a public profile. You can see here, if I go to the next page, I can see myself. And if I want to search by any of these categories, I can easily do that. So if I want to search by job title, for example, if I want to get in contact with all the software engineers and developers, I can search for software on the job title, and I can see all of these software developers and engineers who are all my teammates. So I can go to their profile. I'll go to Abby's here. And if I want to get in contact with her, I have her email to send her an email, or if I want to connect on LinkedIn, she had added her account, so I can just go right there. And then if I want to go back, I can go back to the alumni table and search for more people, or I can go to my profile and edit my own information. So if I want to change my name or any of my information, make my profile private, I can do all of that. So I'll set it to private, and I'll add a LinkedIn profile too. So now I have my account here, but I'm private. I can add job history. So if I want to say that I work at Paid as a software engineer, I can easily do that. I can also add more jobs, edit the jobs I have, delete them. I can also add a location. So if I want to let people know I'm in Texas, we only require the state and country, so you can be as vague as you want here, or just delete your location outright if you don't want anyone to see it anymore. You can go to the alumni page. Now that I'm set to private, you can see that I don't show up anymore. So if I want to search for my first name, I should not show up. And no matching records found because I'm private. But if I log out and log in as an admin, admin can actually view all private profiles as well. So I'll go back to the alumni here. You can see that I can see much more information, many more accounts here. So you can see that my profile that was private, shows up here now. I also have a private version that I also made that I didn't see earlier, but I can see now because it's also private. This test account I think was also private. As an admin, I can edit anyone's information, including my own. So if I want to go in and change Abby's information, for example, I can easily do that. I have the exact same privileges over her account that she does. So if she forgets her password, I can edit her account and change it for her as an admin. Or if she just reaches out and says, hey, change my information or set my profile to private, then I can do that for her as well as an admin. I can also delete profiles for anyone who doesn't want to be in the system anymore or for whatever reason, really. So I can either select all, don't want to delete everything though, so I'll just pick delete me and I'll delete selected. And I can easily delete that alumni. And he's been deleted successfully. So you can see that they don't show, their account is gone. And I can also make profiles public, change any of their information that I want. I can do that all as an admin. I can also change other admins' information if I wanted to. I can also list all emails allowing communication as an admin if I want to send out a mass email list. If there is an alumni event happening, I can easily get that list right here. So as a user, if I don't want to be in this list, I can just mark myself as a no for email communications and I won't show up in that list. So you can see that the data analytics one doesn't show up here. That's it. I'll get back to the presentation now. So we'll move on to the lessons learned, and I'll let my team answer these.
One of the factors that contributed to our success was our focus on delivering high quality essential features. High quality to us meant the features worked, they were highly usable, and they were highly secure. Essential meaning we prioritized the features that were most important to the client and made sure to do those first, and did features afterwards. This helped us, other features afterwards. This helped us to deliver very high quality features that were important to the client. Another important factor in our success was the commitment to improvement as a Scrum team. We were already all good developers individually, and this process was about getting better and better as a Scrum team, more efficient and more comfortable with the Agile process. The dedication to the team was really great to see as the Scrum Master. Some other things that helped us handle any bumps along the way included the rapport we developed as a team, working very well together and communicating frequently and effectively. Now Nina will talk about some of the challenges that we faced.
So one of the challenges that we faced in the beginning was writing clear user stories. We found that the user stories that we wrote in sprints 1 and 2 weren't very clear, and they were a little bit ambiguous. And our acceptance criteria during sprint 1 was also very lackluster. So we definitely made it a priority to enhance the definitions of our user stories and acceptance criteria in the later sprints. In addition, automated testing was a pain for some group members since some of our computers took forever to run the automated tests, particularly the automated tests using Selenium. The second biggest challenge was staying organized during group conversations. GroupMe made it very difficult to keep track of the different topics we would discuss. So as a result of this, we decided to switch over to Discord after Sprint 2. And this made our conversations much more efficient and organized. And lastly, the biggest challenge was ensuring that our website was fully secure. We needed to make sure that regular users only had certain privileges and that admins had full privileges. And in addition, we also worked hard to prevent cross-site scripting and cookie theft. And I'll pass it over to Elisa to discuss our timeline retrospective.
Okay, I'm going to go over the timeline retrospective. So orange is problematic events, yellow is significant, and green is good events. So as you can see, we have all our sprints laid out here. In sprint 1, we had some great things happen. We met our team, we were learning Jira, we learned Rails. It was a lot of learning going on, especially with BDD, TDD testing. All of that, BDD, TDD, Jira, all that improved all throughout our sprints. And then in sprint 2, you can see some good events. We did start our UX designing using SimpleCov, RoboCop. We did improve our definition of done as well as our acceptance criteria. So that really helped with our user stories, especially what Nina was saying with creating clearer user stories and all of that. So sprint 3, we can see we started user access. We also did deploy early, so that was a very significant event for us in sprint 3. We started security testing in sprint 3, which we really did want to zone in on that quality of our website. So security was a very important factor in all of this. Sprint 4, as you can see, we were very happy throughout sprint 4 from the green dots. And we were just mostly fixing bugs, doing our admin and user how-tos, and focusing on just really clearing up the quality of the website. I will go ahead and move on to Remy.
So lastly, we want to have a few acknowledgements. The first one is to Professor Wade and the teaching team for getting everything graded and responding to emails. Then we would like to acknowledge Wesley. He was always very quick to respond and was very upfront with all expectations that he had for us. And then lastly, we want to acknowledge each one of our team members because we each took on different duties so that as a whole, everything would be more efficient and cohesive. And then lastly, we have questions.
Yep, so that's it for the presentation. Any questions?